Get access to influencing experts. Welcome to Easy Talk Live. Woo! You guys ready to do this? Connect with celebrities and entrepreneurs. Entertainment at its best. Products, news, reviews, interviews, performances, events, even a little comedy. Giving back. CEOs connect with the top CEOs in the industry. And now, get ready for Easy Talk Live.
It's time to get the party started. This is Easy Talk Live, featuring your host, Eric Zuley. This is the place to be if you're all about promotion, celebrity, and social media. We'll hook it all up for you with fun, facts, and fascinating talk. Now, here's your host and the main man, Eric Zuley.
All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome to another awesome episode of Easy Talk Live. Are you guys ready to do it the easy way? All right. Well, I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad the motivation, I'm glad the excitement. Now, remember, this is a virtual, interactive, fun networking show. So remember to use those emojis, use those questions, those comments. Shout outs to Tina J. Ramsey. I see you. How you doing, Tina? And Tom Chester still waiting to talk to you. And everybody else out there. Guys, don't be shy. This is an interactive show. The more you comment, the more fun the show gets. The more you share, the more fun the show gets. All right, so today's show is a spectacular show on small business. We have one of the biggest experts in the planet on small business. He's actually known as America's startup success expert. And this gentleman started with 3 people in an attic. He was part of the team that was involved with Constant Contact. He was one of the co-founders of Constant Contact, and he has multiple locations and businesses, and he's just very, very successful. So we're going to learn a lot about small business and his best tips and tricks of success for that. And then after Alec Stern, we have my friend, Alec is a very good friend of mine. He's actually one of our eZWay legends, but Loren Michael Harris, which is also a breakthrough expert. He has over 7 million something views on his video. He's been seen on Larry King and on and on and on. So we got 2 amazing experts for you guys. It's going to be a really fantastic, awesome, stupendous, spectacular show. So I wanted to share with you guys a little bit of what I've learned on health. If you guys don't know, coconut oil is one of the best products on the planet. Shout out to Dr. Dante Sears for that advice. I'll let you guys know about my book. If you haven't got my book on Amazon, The Influence Effect, which I believe that our guest will be in my next book coming up. Make sure you get that book, ericzuley.com/book, as well as thank you to our sponsors, Keto with Zanesta. And if you guys don't have it, you need to definitely have the hemp. You need to use the hemp if you're in that fight or flight mode, because I know I'm always in fight or flight mode. It's helped me stupendously. So appreciate that. We definitely appreciate our sponsors here at Easy Talk Live. So, man, this show is going to be awesome. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to getting everything started. It's going to be a spectacular show. So, again, waiting for your comments, guys. Waiting for your interaction, your fun. Did you guys like that timer, by the way, the countdown timer, the build up? We got to build up the suspense of how awesome of a show it's going to be. All right, guys. So here's a little bit about today's episode.
4/6/2021 on Easy Talk Live. Eric Zuley will interview Alec Stern and Loren Michaels Harris. Guest of honor, Alec Stern is the co-founder of Constant Contact, an entrepreneur, investor, speaker, best-selling author, business coach, and eZWay legend. And Loren Michaels Harris, breakthrough expert and received 7 million views on one video. Only on Easy Talk Live. Here at eZWay, we are redefining the meaning of digital virtual connection. Check out our upcoming events on the eZWay network. Get the chance to pitch your purpose and connect with the best on the eZWay Wall of Fame after the show. Learn with the masters that specialize in podcasting and accelerating their audience. Connect with who you watch. You will obtain virtual handshakes to success and priceless business advice from those who have thrived. Be a guest on Easy Talk Live. Join us live every Tuesday from 4 to 5 PST at eZWayWallOfFame.com/live. Easy Talk Live.
All right, guys. So this is going to be a really fun show. We're looking forward to it. So if you guys don't know about eZWay Network, we do. If you like the show and you want your own show and you want your own platform, we do offer that to you. Call 424-209-9290 or email easytalklive@gmail.com. If you want to be a guest, if you want to have your own show and have guests, if you want to get involved, we are a full-fledged network with over 40 shows. So we have a lot of live viewers here. We're looking forward to hearing from you guys. I know that you guys want to hear from Alec Stern. So he is in the back right now waiting to talk to you guys, waiting to come up on Easy Talk Live. So we're just going to go ahead and say we appreciate our sponsors and give them a little bit of love. And then we're going to be bringing in our guest expert for today's show on Easy Talk Live, which you can find them on the eZWay Wall of Fame, by the way. I want to remind you guys, if you are on the Wall of Fame or if you want to sign up to the Wall of Fame, you see right here that the show is live as we see. So it's live as we're talking. It's just lagging a little bit, but this is Alec Stern's actual page. You can connect with him on the eZWay Wall of Fame. He is an eZWay legend and Wall of Famer. So make sure that you guys go there to connect with Alec. All right. So if you guys are really good and you comment and you interact and you have fun with us, me and Alec may even do a mastermind. We may be doing some fun giveaways when we do the Wheel of Opportunity. A lot of fun today. We're going to have a lot of fun today, guys. Without further ado, let's bring on the one and only Alec Stern, sponsored by eZWay Network.
Thanks for watching eZWay Network, your network that helps you connect with the best. With over 40 TV shows, 7 networks, and 20 channels. Visit eZWayNetwork.com to learn more.
Easy Talk Live airs every Tuesday at 4 p.m. PST. Past celebrity guests include Andy McPhee, Anthony Anderson, Carl Weathers, Forbes Riley, Kevin Sorbo, Kristana Loken, and Quentin Aaron from The Blind Side. Join us for conversations with celebrity guests on Easy Talk Live.
And now introducing America's startup success expert and co-founder of Constant Contact, Alec Stern. Alec Stern is an entrepreneur, keynote speaker, startup mentor, innovator, and investor. He's been a co-founder or founding team member of 8 startups with 5 exits, 2 IPOs, and 3 acquisitions. As a primary member of Constant Contact's founding team, Alec was one of the original 3 who started the company in an attic. Let's welcome to Easy Talk Live, Alec Stern.
All right. Hey, Alec, welcome to Easy Talk Live.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good, man. I'm great. How are you?
Doing well. In the beautiful city of Boston, Massachusetts.
You're looking a little red there, man. You get some sun? You out there water skiing or what?
I was in Jamaica, Yaman.
Oh, Jamaica, Yaman.
Yeah.
Let me hear your best Jamaican accent.
That was it.
Oh, Yaman. Well, it's great to have you on the show, man. It's an honor. I mean, it's an honor to call you a friend. We've awarded you the Entrepreneurial, Success Award with the eZWay Awards. You're one of our legends on the Wall of Fame. You are one of our contributors. Actually, you're actually going to be the cover of our magazine coming up here, the next issue on eZWay magazine. So definitely an honor to have you and to be able to pick your brain a bit here on Easy Talk Live. So we do have a lot of our fans that are on here right now. We have a lot of people that are saying hello, Alec. And if you guys want to connect with Alec, do what we call the virtual handshake effect. He is here available for you. All right, Alex. So first question for you is, how old were you as you were growing up where you first, ended up getting that door open to you of success?
How old was I? Well, so the first growing up, we were provided for, but if we wanted something special, we had to go, earn the money ourselves. So I became an entrepreneur at about 10 years old and just started building businesses around shoveling snow detailing cars, mowing lawns, whatever it took, and hired a bunch of the other kids in the neighborhood to work for me. And so I'd raise the funds that I needed to buy, the maybe some of those bigger ticket items that I wouldn't necessarily get, like a moped, which against against my mother's wishes, I bought myself a moped at, I think I was at that point, I was 13 or 14. So
I remember mopeds. Those are fun. You remember the go-peds where you stand on them?
Yeah, totally. Yeah. And the moped was great, except day 3, I flipped over the handlebars and had a pretty bad accident. But we rebounded. And that's why my mother, she put a lock on it, but I found the key. So
I bet whoever invented mopeds and go-peds is pretty well off right now, because I think that like everybody in the planet has had one of those at one point.
Yeah, and I went for the fancy brand, Motivcon, which is back in the day was like the fancy brand. So I was good to myself.
Well, so speaking of inventions, you were part of one of the biggest marketing inventions. Like I want to really talk to you about the technology side of automating your business, because Constant Contact is one of the largest companies, I believe, in the space of automation. Let's just say in the space of following up as a business. And so when people are involved with automating their business and having a proper tool for their business as far as following up and like a CRM and that type of stuff, that like basically the back end of their business. Talk to us a little bit about how important you feel it is to have that type of platform in place as a small business owner.
Yeah, so it's a great question, and I get this often. And there's the difference between just trying to cobble something together and do it yourself, or to actually take the tools that and sort of those resources that are out there, which will not only just give you the opportunity to to make your life easier, but the automation will help with you in scaling. And so there's so many tools today that are available in rented software, SaaS offerings, that allow you to literally put those tools and the processes in place to free you up to do what you're good at. And I think one of the biggest things when you're starting a business or when you're running a small business, it's the opportunity cost of doing something that a tool and other resources could probably do better. So we spend all this time on those things. We may not do it as well as we should have because we're just going to learn it. But if you spent the money and let someone else do it, and you free yourself up to do what you're good at, and then the opportunity cost allows you to do double what you're good at to grow the business, and let these tools and other things operationalize that and save you time and eventually save you money doing what you're best at. So staying in your lane is key, when you're starting a business or when you're running a small business, and let these other things handle it for you.
I love that, engineer. Make sure you put that in there. Staying in your lane is key. I like how that was put. And we also have a couple comments, a couple of people asking questions. Shout outs to Gucci. Nice to connect with you, Alec. I love the Constant Contact solution. Focus is asking a question. How do you keep your mindset elevated in the time with extensive social media to hit constant learning curves, metrics without getting burned out? That's a great question, Focus.
Yeah, so it's a great question. I think my mindset is key in everything that you do, and I actually so I set intentions. I have to visualize, where I want something to end up. So whatever it is that I'm working on, I want to know what's the end game, and I visualize that. And so if it's landing a strategic customer, I see us sort of, virtually or, just signing kind of that document to customers. If it's a strategic partner or a mentor or somebody else to help with the business, I visualize, that we're sitting at the table discussing how we're going to work together. And so mindset is key. And I think, there's a lot of things that can be noise to us in some ways. And some will be very strategic in how you're going to grow the business. And you have to pick your battles, and you have to decide which are the things that are going to help grow the business and which ones are going to be noise that are going to maybe deflect, and take your mindset away from the growth of the business. And so it's really important to establish which social channels and the places that you're going to stay focused on. And the way to answer is that, where's your target market hanging out? Know where they're hanging out. They're not going to be on all the social channels. maybe you pick one and you get started, see how you do with it, and then you add others into the mix. But we feel like there's so much out there, and we got to be on all these platforms and do all this stuff, and we don't have time for it. Again, if you're staying in your lane, you might find somebody else who can actually do the work for you. But you pick one channel and go with it and see how it works for you, and then add the next channel and do the ones where your target market is spending time in.
Great answers, and we appreciate the expertise and teaching our audience all that stuff. And there's 30 million small businesses in America, and I'd like to share some statistics that we did some research on and ask you a question here. So 20% of small businesses fall in this first year. Under 50% of small businesses make it in their 5th year, and only 33% make it in their 10th year. So approximately 25% of new businesses make it in their 15th year mark. So overall, 75% of, or more, watch their dreams vanish and lose that business, ambition and what they're doing. So my question to you is, what advice would you give to us, to someone who's totally just getting started?
Yeah, and so it's a great question, and I think first, understand your goals and your vision for the business. What is it that what is it that you want out of your business? And so some are going to say, well, I just want to run a business that provides for my family, or I want a legacy that I could leave something to my kids that they could sort of run the business after I retire. And others say, well, I want to build a business and grow it up and potentially open up other offices or other locations. And so really understand what your goal and objective is. And first and foremost is what's the one core thing that you're going to bring to market, whether it's a product or service, that you can have some success with. If you have one thing that you focus on, you have some success with it, and that you get the flywheel of that business going, where you can get feedback, case studies, you can get some success stories, you start to get some revenue, you get that flywheel of that first initial idea going, that one core thing. Then you could talk about bringing in some other things into the mix. I think we end up trying to be, a master of none, because we're wide-eyed and want to do so much for our target market, and we end up losing sight of the fact that we need to get traction and we need to get some momentum. So figure out what's your one core thing. And I'll ask audiences virtually and when I speak, around the world, raise your hand. How many of you know that one core thing? And less than half the people raise their hand. So I think we just want to do too much too soon and figure out the one core thing, have success, and then build on it. And if you were in a lane of a highway with your one core thing, what's adjacent to it in either lane on either side? That with a little bit of change or maybe even just marketing messaging, you can add new things in the mix versus doing something that's totally different, which oftentimes we jump to that, and it's like starting a whole new business again. So sometimes the point of failure for businesses is just they just haven't really focused on that one thing, or they're diluted down to taking on too many things, initially, and not having enough success for the business to sustain the effort for that growth.
Interesting. Yeah. I mean, so basically focus on that one specific thing that you want to have the most success of your business, but and water that particular, I guess you could say, water that particular area of that garden that you really want to grow, and then take care of the other stuff, but make sure you focus on that one part of the garden. So we have a lot of great people on here, and I know everybody right now is wondering, how do I make money right now? I mean, I get my stimulus check. It's not enough. What do I do? I think one of the best ways to make money right now, and especially in the transition and everything that's happening, is building a user-based business. Talk a little bit about user-based businesses and help our audience, in your opinion, to position themselves to be self-sustainable in making an income.
Yeah, so there's a lot of ways for the business growth to occur. And if you have a user-based business, you have a following, you can cultivate that, you can engage with them, you can nurture that following, you can provide them products and services that interest them. Your best prospect is your current customer for new business. So if you have someone who you spent some time with and they like your products and your services, they're going to tell within their sphere of influence, the people they know, and can bring you new folks as well. But that's earned, right? So if you have a good experience, if you wow them, you delight your customer, you create a great experience, they're going to tell others. And of course, coming from someone they know, trusted resource, saying, hey, this is a great product or service, you should check it out. That helps. So building a base of followers that, moving through a continuum, they're sort of these, they follow you, then they become sort of prospects and want to spend some time and inquire about what you're offering. Then they become customers, they become repeat customers, they become fans, and then they become raving fans. And they move through that continuum with the customer experience that you provide. So if you can exceed their and delight the customer and exceed their expectations, then that user base will do business with you and do repeat business with you and bring others into the fold as new prospects, through a trusted resource.
I love it. So you're saying build a community, basically build a list,
Yeah.
and nurture that list pretty much.
Yeah, for sure. Your customers are the ones who are going to fuel the growth of the business. And so oftentimes we leave them behind because we want to, let's go get net new. So we're off somewhere else trying to find new folks and leave them behind. And you want to make sure your customers stay on a happy path and establish what your happy path is for the business, and check in with them and survey them and look for feedback and make sure that they're on that happy path. And then, from there, they're going to help you grow the business, the referral effect of the people they know.
So, Alec, tool-wise, what do you feel the best way to make money is? Like, you got blogging, you got streaming, in the marketing field. Tool-wise, what do you feel the best way to make money is? I think data capturing and then obviously sales, is the more direct way. But what do you think?
Yeah, so I think it just comes down to I think we oftentimes don't have the exact match between the product and the service we're bringing to market and the target market that wants that. So we assume, well, everyone's a prospect, everyone wants this, everyone needs this, but getting really granular to understand exactly who your target market is. And there's a lot of ways to establish that and figuring out the fit of that target market. And so once you've done that and you figure out exactly what you're bringing to them, again, automating and providing tools and things into the mix for helping nurturing those relationships, engaging with them is key. But there has to be that matchup, and the syncing between the offering and that target market. I think a lot of times we assume it's everyone's a prospect. Yeah, but there's really a sweet spot for exactly who your prospect should be. And so that's important, and then from there, providing it, tools and complementary services. You can cross-sell and upsell those customers once you've got them, kind of buying products and services from you, and figuring what in your marketing mix of what you're providing, how your messaging and all the things to get them to upsell or cross-sell them into other things later. So you have an opportunity to grow your customers through their relationships, the referral network, and their sphere of influence. But you also can grow that through bringing other products and services and taking advantage of, what's available to you today to bring tools into the mix to make sure that happens.
So what I'm hearing is the takeaway is know your audience. Really do your research and study and know your market of what your product or service is attracting to or trying to find. So it's really about knowing your audience.
For sure. Yeah. I mean, the more targeted, if you look at the bullseye of the dartboard, that, what you're offering that's in the bullseye. And then when you look at the next ring around that, who is the most, the best fit for your target market to bring that product to. And then you look at the next ring outside of that, and you can keep going, but you got to really hone in on who is the best target market for you, and not assume everyone's a prospect.
And what would you suggest the best way of going about finding prospects and building a list? I think streaming and really kind of building your own kind of media vehicle around your business is a great way. What would you suggest?
Yeah, so depending on if you're talking about a digital focused business, for sure, streaming and other things are important. But there's a lot of businesses that are, more brick and mortar, and so virtual has, played a big part and will continue to play a big part for how virtual fits into the mix today. But you've got to cultivate the relationship. You got to lead with value. We're all doing something in the products and services that we're offering. They may have existed before, but we're executing on doing it better because we saw it wasn't really done well, and there was a sort of a wedge in the door to come at it from a different perspective, or it's something brand new that didn't exist before. Where you're bringing something that, like we did with Constant Contact, the first to market for small businesses for digital marketing, email marketing. And I've done that with some other products in other industries. And so the bottom line is you've got to, digitally and just getting out there and communicating with them, getting exposed, but lead with value. What's the best practices? What's your thought leadership around what you're doing? If you're sharing things, you're educating and you're teaching them a better way to do something, that's one way to pull them into the mix. So from the digital footprint of what's available today, getting out on social, talking about thought leadership, getting out onto podcasts, potentially you don't necessarily have to develop your own. Some people, sort of like, oh, I can't imagine starting my own. Well, jump on others. In the last year, I think I spoke to 1 million people, through other platforms, other people's platforms. And so just getting out and getting exposed and being able to tell the message around the best practices or something that you're doing that could help them take their business to the next level, that's where you start to gain a following and leading with that value. And then there's the opportunity to potentially sell products and services from there.
I love it. And I agree 100%. And the Wall of Fame is a perfect example. It gives nothing but value to everybody else. And I think you've had some pretty good success using the Wall of Fame. Yes.
Yeah, no, it's been amazing. As a front door to get access to a lot of people, when if there's somebody that you wanted to get in touch with or reach out to or start to follow, the Wall of Fame is an amazing way to just kick off that. And then again, is leading with value and connecting with somebody and providing, something to them to ask, for the opportunity to see if there's a fit for someone to mentor you or help figure out your breakthrough opportunity or to potentially partner up on something. You can lead with value, sort of reaching out to them. But the Wall of Fame is just a good front door to get access to somebody and cultivate that relationship and cross market promote between all of us on the wall are all, connecting with each other just as much as new people visiting the wall are doing so. So you got to be in it. You got to participate and take advantage of something that platform like the Wall of Fame.
Well, thank you, Alec. I appreciate that, and great that you're part of the eZWay family. We love getting your awesome golden nuggets of advice, and I know that you have to get going here. You had a certain amount of time. We have Loren Michael coming up. I don't know if you can stay with us for a little bit, but before we let you go, we always do what's called the eZWay Wheel of Opportunity. The Easy Talk Live Wheel of Opportunity, and something new that we want to try to do is actually bring in our experts and their takeaways, their wins, basically. So are you willing to maybe offer some consulting time or shadowing time or a book or something to put into the pot if they win that opportunity? Maybe get some people can get some time with you or some learn some stuff.
Yeah, so I have a good workbook on what I call pillars for achieving small business success. So I can give access to that with a short code text. And then if a winner wants to spend quick consultation on what they're doing, and if I can provide some quick advice, we can offer that as well.
Awesome. Well, there you guys go. So don't go anywhere, because at the end of the show, we will be spinning the eZWay Easy Talk Live Wheel of Opportunity. And you just heard right here, you heard it from Alec that you can win that. So Alec, before we let you go, what's going on with you in 2021? Give us an idea of whatever you want to promote and whatever's happening.
Yeah, so the best thing is just to visit my website, which is www.alecspeaks.com, alecspeaks.com. You can learn a little bit more about me. Social channels are there as well. Go to the eZWay Wall of Fame first. If you want a little bit more, then go to the website. And I'll talk a little bit about some of the things that where I'm assisting and mentoring, and certainly looking for speaking opportunities where I can help small businesses, entrepreneurs, startups get ideas going and how to bring them out to market. And then once you're going, how to scale. So eZWay Wall of Fame will get you most of what you need. And the website will just be a good backup if there's anything else from there.
Well, thanks, Alec. I mean, it's always a blast hanging out with you, man. And let me just get a little shout out from you, as always, a little drop, and then we will let you take off and be the Alec that everybody wants. Everybody wants your time. I mean, it's just crazy. I'll tell you guys right now, I am behind the scenes and doing a lot of stuff with this man. He is a invaluable person to get time with. And a lot of people do, grab at his time on a regular basis. And so if you do get that chance to win that opportunity, it is definitely a big value. So Alec, I'm going to go ahead and give you the countdown. Go ahead and give us a little shout out and tell people to follow your Wall of Fame profile. And thank you so much for being on Easy Talk Live, brother. 3, 2, 1. Go.
Hey everyone, Alec Stern here, America's Startup Success Expert. I've been on eZWay Talk Live with an interview with the one and only Eric Zuley, and so we've had a great conversation. Do tune in for Loren tonight and others to follow. And then, of course, check out the eZWay Wall of Fame, where I'm also featured, and it's a way for you to engage with a lot of influencers, industry leaders, business leaders, etc. So thanks for being part of the eZWay family.
Thanks so much, brother. We appreciate you, and we will definitely have you back. And guys, make sure that you look for Alec Stern on this next issue of eZWay magazine. It'll be our 10th issue. So Alec is our cover for eZWay magazine. We look forward to that cover. And thanks again, Alec. Talk to you later.
Thank you. All right, take care.
Bye. Man, that was fun. Awesome interview. Great information. Thank you again, Alec. I appreciate it. So coming up next, guys, after a quick commercial break, we have Loren Michaels Harris. And this gentleman, we're going to find out how he got 7 million views on one video. I mean, that's incredible. I mean, he's been on Larry King Live, and it goes on and on and on. He's actually a really good individual. I found out recently he's a super fan of my dad's. That was an interesting one. But we're going to have a blast with Loren Michaels here after this commercial break. As don't go anywhere, keep doing it the easy way, and we will be back here talking eZWay style with Loren Michael Harris. Don't go anywhere, guys. Easy Talk Live.
This episode of Easy Talk Live is brought to you by Eggs and Nesta. Get out of that fight or flight mode. Brain Tap into your brain. And KTA Interactive Media. Get your brand on. And let's not forget newfound gold sponsor, the Dominionaire. You can always find these sponsors and many more by visiting our eZWay Wall of Fame. That's eZWayWallOfFame.com.
We are living in a digital age, and we think it's safe to say that all businesses are needing to transition from traditional brick and mortar to broadcast. Everything is really about data collection and building a community. eZWay Broadcasting has created a social network/solution provider within the eZWay network to help its members with this transition. Introducing the eZWay Wall of Fame, a one-stop shop for business owners and influencers that help them to connect, grow, learn, and scale the eZWay. Over the years, we have been building affiliates and partnerships in all genres. That means our platform utilizes all our members' businesses to provide services at a much lower cost, help sell their service and promote their awareness to more potential customers. Through our new media empire, we have a reach to millions. Become an affiliate. Make money doing it the easy way. Create your free account today by visiting eZWayWallOfFame.com. Accelerate your influence through direct access to the right influencers. We have many TV shows that our members can be interviewed by. We have our own magazine and radio station to promote our eZWay Wall of Fame members' profiles, which they control. The more friends you get, the bigger your business will grow. Join the eZWay Wall of Fame community for free today. Get access to the Wall of Fame through the eZWay Family app. The eZWay Wall is our elite directory of members.
Are you a business owner or coach trying to help others? Let the eZWay Family app make it easier on you. Let us do the hard work for you. All of our broadcasts of our 30-plus shows will be available on the eZWay Family app. We're an extension arm of your business. We're a tool to generate leads. eZWay Family App helps to grow traffic to your section, generate you more leads, more virtual butts and seats. We have courses and a live event section to your business. We promote the business of our members and paid clients. With the eZWay Family App, you get push-to notifications to your phone to stay current with all our business partners, live stream content, virtual conferences, and promotionals. We're sharing our network traffic with you when you're on the eZWay app.
Witness the future of connection on your phone now by downloading the eZWay Family app on Google Play and Apple Store. And don't forget to text eZWay to 55678.
Introducing Simul TV Set-Top Box. It's a mini computer with an entertainment portal all in one. You can use the Simul TV Set-Top Box with your TV and turn your living room into a classroom, theater, arcade, and more. Why spend up to $1,000 or more for a device with a small screen when you can have it all for only $99? And with a $9.99 per month subscription, after your school day is done, enjoy over 100 live channels, video games, and movies. Sign up now to get your 14-day free trial at simultv.com.
Hi everyone, I'm Brian Willis, owner and executive producer of BETV. Right now we're looking for positive content and are opening the door to all the quality, elite YouTube channels out there to submit to us their content. Call 877-399-2929 if you'd like to be on BETV.
You're tuned in to Easy Talk Live. To get in touch with Eric Zuley and his celebrity friends, text eZWay. That's letter E, letter Z to 55678. Also, drop EZ an email at easytalklive@gmail.com. Now, back to Easy Talk Live.
All right, guys, we're back. Easy Talk Live, another awesome segment. This is segment 2. We are going to be introducing our second guest who has had exponential experience on every different multiple platforms and locations and stages and being with experts, and just he's in the tops of the tops bracket. So get your questions ready, get your phones ready, get your computers ready, because again, this is an interactive talk show, guys. So I want to remind you, and thank you those that are interacting. We've had over I think 60 something comments or something like that. But guys, I want to get to 160 because this next guest is going to teach you guys how to have a breakthrough experience with your business, how to have success, the success secrets with your business, but the way that he's done it. And without further ado, on Easy Talk Live, let's welcome to our stage the one and only Loren Michaels Harris.
And now, introducing breakthrough expert and coach, Loren Michael Harris. Loren Michael Harris is a breakthrough coach and best-selling author. He's been seen on ABC, CBS. Loren currently has a Goldcast motivational video that has earned well over 7 million views worldwide. Larry King Live, and the world-renowned network Fox. Michaels loves his creator, loves being creative, and he loves books, music, and all things beauty. His favorite saying is, if one is ever to be the blessing, then one must be able to actually see the blessing. And now, let's welcome to the Easy Talk Live virtually interactive show, Loren Michael Harris.
Oh my God, I'm glad I didn't have that outfit on.
What's up, Loren? Should I say Loren? Is that okay? Or should Loren Harris? Or how do you usually prefer?
Sir Loren. I'm kidding. Loren.
I was going to say, are you a knight? I just got offered.
No,
is that
no,
cool?
but I play one on Facebook. I'm kidding.
Welcome to the show, Loren. I'm so glad you could make the time.
I'm grateful to be here. I love your other guests, man. I was like, I want to get on the wheel and win him.
Well, you're definitely gonna be one of our experts on the wheel for sure. I mean, we try to provide all the.
No, I want to try to win his.
Oh, you want to win Alec? Yeah.
Yeah, the time with him.
he's only made what, 8, 9, $10 billion businesses.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I enjoyed it, and thanks for having me. I'm really happy to be here.
We're glad to have you. We got to get you on the Wall of Fame too, man. Definitely, so people can connect with you and network with you. So, I mean, pretty awesome resume you got there. I mean, great intro. I mean, you've been on ABC, and I mean, Larry King Live. What was that like being? I mean, I met Larry King like one time, really briefly, and I didn't get a chance to like really get to know him. Do you know Larry? I mean, did you like actually? Were you like a guest on there?
I was a guest, so
Okay.
it wasn't like we had lunch or anything. But
Okay.
yeah, I was on Larry King Live. I started a company some years back. That's what the People magazine is for. And I actually started the world's very first and only, as far as I know, apology company by the name of Apology Accepted. And we were responsible for doing over 10,000 apologies for people that couldn't or wouldn't apologize for whatever reason. And the interesting part about the Apology Accepted experience was it was my first tango with greatness, because it had never been in the world and there was no internet then. I was 26 years old and it was the first one like it in the world. So a lot of press, a lot of shows, and a lot of pressure. And that's the first time I really got bitch slapped by ego. So I still feel the sting at times, but in a good way. So anyway, yeah, so Larry King interviewed me about apologizing for people. So that's how I met him. Nice guy. He really, really was. So,
I love that, man. And I'm sure that there's a lot of other amazing people you've had a chance to share the stage with and be on shows and stuff. How do you think that you got yourself? I mean, you're a breakthrough through expert, and reading your resume, I mean, how do you break through the media circuit to get on PR and actually start getting that authority, that third party validation? What would you suggest best ways of going about doing that? Because you've seemed to have had some pretty big PR and third party support.
Oh boy, that's funny. I got to ring the bell of purpose on that one, because that was a good one. Let me tell you.
You have a bell too? We have these.
I do. That's the bell of purpose. Yeah. Where you been? You haven't seen Bathroom Moments? Yeah. Let me tell you. PR machine company, all that. No. No, ma'am. No. I hired a PR company for my very first speech, which was, hi Matt, hi Sherry, McQueen. Oh, Teresa. Hi, everybody. Yeah, Sarah, James. Oh, back it up. That was James Zuley. Yay. I only hired someone the very first time I did a speech because my very first paid engagement was for 250 professional speakers here in Chicago for their annual boot camp. So that was a little bit of pressure. But actually it was the second time, because that was my first time being hired. The first time was the night that became the Goldcast video, which I need to update my bio because that video actually has over 20 million views now, but who's counting? It's not the views anyway. That's just, the views are like, footprints that someone cut across your yard. You don't even know if they stopped and listened, but it's those comments and all that stuff.
I don't mean to stop you, Loren. Did you just say 20 million views? The video.
Yeah. You know how he got to that? Because of Jay Shetty. Jay Shetty. Yeah, he released. I was at 14, and then he re-released it with his watermark on it. And got it just so.
So it's kind of about who you know. Then you got to have the right people.
I don't know him.
You don't know him?
No, I found out just like I didn't know who Goldcast was. I'm famous at Goldcast because I blew them off for 6 weeks. I was working on my first big event, the Power of We Symposium, and I thought they were trying to sell me something. I hadn't heard of them. And so they kept sending me emails and stuff. They had seen this I had one video on my YouTube channel, that one. And they found it and wanted to produce it for Mother's Day a couple years back. And it was the first time they ever had a Goldcast Mother's Day video. And so they found that. And that was from a night that I had been in a competition where I got in. Well, I didn't compete. You auditioned and you got in the show. And they wanted men that year. Listen to your mother, because it was traditionally women telling their stories of motherhood. But I told my story of having had 22 moms, and because of foster care and whatnot. And that's how they found me. And, to be honest with you, seriously, I have not spent one penny, not one, except for that first time. And I think it was $500 for a camera crew so I could interview some of the speakers that were in the audience that day, because there were a lot of Chicago luminaries there. And so I wanted that because I wanted some stuff on that YouTube channel. So I was like, well, at least I'll have that, right? Because I didn't think anybody else was going to hire me. But I did get hired 2 out of 3 the first time I put it on Thumbtack, and they were one of them. But long story short, it went from there. And, you know, I was moving really fast. You know, like within the first 6 or 7 months, I hit 100 paid speaking gigs. And the next year it went up to 300 and some for the year. And it was just moving. Then I got myself a really great coach, helped me write a book, helped me get my coaching program together. And it just began. And
what happened? So when you got the coach and you started the book, how much did the book help you? I noticed when I did my book, and I never thought in a million years I'd do a book. Just the fact that I had the title and the authority and the ability to say I'm a best-selling author.
That's all it was. That's all it was. It's a positioning pin. That's all it is.
Yeah, because I like that position.
Right. It's like a requirement. You know, if you want to be a nurse, you got to go and take this class, or you got to get certification.
So you recommend to our audience that they get a book if they're wanting to?
Well, you know, if nothing else, get inside one of those collaborative efforts. And like in a collaboration,
just so you can have the ability to say you're a co-author or a contributing author. Yeah.
Right. But another good reason for it is because I've always wanted to have, I just haven't had one here. I just wanted to have something to give to people to take home, because not only is it about how to get paid speaking gigs fast, but it's also about the things that allowed me to have a story that made people want to pay to hear it. And it wasn't about the things, the oh, woe is me moments. Everybody has those. We all do. But it was about, you know, I'd say it like this now, you know, the woe is me moments that people always attribute your success to. That's not it at all. They used to say, oh, Loren had that poor story about, you know, the foster care system and 22 moms and all the abuse and stuff. I have not told that story really since Goldcast. I didn't have to, because they told it for me and got it out there once and for all. But
sorry to interrupt you, but did you say 22 moms and abuse? I'm like kind of feeling you here, and I don't know if you want to talk about that, but I know it said that you're foster care, and it doesn't really give too much information on your bio, but please finish. I want to get into that.
Well, it's okay, and I have no problem with that. I love that. But the point of the whole thing is I want people to understand, because a lot of people won't tell the story because they're thinking it's being compared. Well, it's nothing like so-and-so. I've coached people that are great speakers or have the potential therein to be. But they felt, but I don't have that. That is the story. Anything you're an authority on. I had a guy call me once and say, well, I love to help people now, but I'm still waiting on that thing that I can help somebody with. He goes, you know, and I'm not the guy to help somebody. I just had my 6th divorce. And I was like, well, there you go. If anybody is an authority on what a bad relationship looks like, I think that's you. So there you go. You can help somebody. But what it is you get away from woe is me, and because that's when you're saying, my mantra back then was, oh, what did I do to deserve this? What did I do to deserve this? And then once I got the breakthrough, I experienced the breakthrough where it was just a new covenant. I tore up old contracts and I made new ones with what is greater than. And so now my mantra is not, what did I do to deserve this? It is, what can I do to preserve this? Totally different. Totally different. Hi, self. Yeah.
And the engineer's giving you a little bit of love there. You got a nice website.
Thank you, engineer. So yeah, that's really it. And I want to encourage people, because even like bathrobe moments, my television show, I didn't have a green screen. I didn't have a microphone. I didn't have a phone stand. I didn't have any of that stuff. And I asked God to give me something that could start the trajectory of my purpose as early in my day as possible. And I was standing right in this room, and he said, well, what's stopping you? I said, well, I don't have a green screen. And I named all those things. And he goes, why do you always focus on the things you don't have and don't acknowledge the things you do have? You are throwing value into a junk drawer. You're allowing it to slip between the cushions of your life. And you cannot, that's not what I have in mind I didn't have that in mind when I called you to help others. I don't need you to show them how to do that. They don't need your help with that. So I said, well, what should I do? He said, well, what do you think? What do you got at your disposal? What can you do? I said, well, what do you have? He said, I have on my bathrobe. I have my cup of coffee, and this was the cup. And Lucy's been on my show every day for, this is the 5th year, 11 and a half months, 5 days a week, 5 years almost.
I love Lucy. I gotta stop you, man. What's your favorite episode?
I have so many, but my favorite, Vita Vita Vegemin.
Vita Vita. Oh my, that's like the hardest one to say. Vita Vita Vegemin.
Vita Vita Vegemin. The chocolate factory with the
yeah,
and then the stomping of the grapes in Italy.
I want to ask all the fans. Sorry, I dropped my phone and actually hit my dog in the face. I'm sorry, Hopper. I want to ask the fans out there, what's your favorite episode on Lucy? I mean, that's such a classic. We got to get them in the mix here. I need a mug. But yeah, let's get into the foster care situation. I want to hear a little bit more. So you're a former foster care child, and I mean you've had 22 moms, you said, and then there's
which is nothing compared to kids. I do a lot of foster care work now, and I know kids that had 70, 80, over 100.
Wow.
And but the thing about it was that was my number, and it wasn't the number 22, but what that whole piece that Goldcast is about was understanding that every one of those women was chosen to play a specific role within my journey. And, you know, for many decades, that story that became the Goldcast video was my version of a scarlet letter. I was the modern day Hester Prynne, and I spent more time buttoning up, pulling down my sleeves. I didn't want to be seen on social media. When I did this speech, my social media was just the silhouette, no picture. If you asked somebody to provide a picture of me from a gathering or something, it was always like this. I did not like myself. And for over 35 years, I had brushed my teeth and shaved my head and face every day in the shower and I didn't like reflective surfaces, windows and things like that. I didn't like me. And what happened that night for me, because I almost ran from the stage 3 times, was that I acknowledged my scars. I celebrated them and I honored them for the very first time, truly, from top to bottom, bottom to top, side to side, side to side, corner to corner, and corner to corner. And what it did, I'll never forget it. I was in the middle. If you watch the Goldcast, there's a stumble where I kind of lose myself for a second because a woman in the audience bellows. And I still wonder if that woman, what was it? Did she lose a child? Did she give one away? What was it? And something else that happened that night that I'll tell you also that changed my life. But anyway, I realized for the first time in 52 years, I was 52 then, I'm 58 now. I realized that when I honored my scars, they immediately changed my world because they were immediate proof of healing right here with me. And that means scars you can see and scars that you can't. And so then upon closer inspection, I realized that all of my scars, I started to see a faint outline behind it. And behind each one of those scars, there was the outline of a heart, which was merely waiting for me to give it permission to beat through story. And when I did that, the metronome of my purpose began to become louder and louder. The pace, the tempo was the most beautiful thing. So beautiful that I can say now, 6 years later, I just said to God the other night, and I mean it, I say it all the time, if I could write a new contract with God where he would assure me an additional 5 minutes of what I know to be true and live today on the back end of my journey in this world, I would gladly go back to the very beginning and live every one of those days over 1,000 times for 5 more minutes on the back end. And I could never say that if it weren't for purpose.
I made myself smaller and you bigger for a reason, because I love how you're giving props to God. I love how you're not afraid to give props to God, and it's all about purpose. I think, man, a lot of what I have is because God had a purpose for me. I think God gives everybody an amazing gift and just waits for you to do the right things with it. Would you agree?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because, you know, another beautiful part about time travel, which is the art of remembering. remembering ourselves to those moments. See, it was never all about tragedy. It was never all about pain or trauma. When we ran out of those rooms because fight or flight, we thought at the time that's the last place I'll ever want to return to, the proverbial scene of the crime. But God, life, greater than, source, whatever it is for you, them, they, she, he, counts on us to find the courage to look over our shoulder, just like we look in our rearview mirror, not to see where we're going, but to remember where we've been. And when I remembered myself back in order to tell the story, which is the Gold Cast, I found upon closer inspection in those very rooms that I had left birthright, lots of gifts that had my name on it, but God knew that I would come back one day, because that is where it all began to make sense. That is where it all began to come together. And so I work now to encourage people, and I show them the same process that God used with me. Because, you know, I remember the day I said it with a crack pipe in my hand, because I had a 14-year drug addiction. I had all the stuff that comes with it, incarcerations, and 12 years of that back and forth, and everything, 6 homeless stints, 9 attempted suicide stints, and all the other unmentionables that come with it.
Do you think that your faith got you through a lot of that?
Well, after a certain point, because for many decades I was in prison. When I was praying out loud one time, I'll never forget it, in quarantine, where you go in and you got to be in there for 6 weeks or whatever it is. And I was praying out loud. I was scared to death. I thought I wanted death. And there was a 90-year-old man a few cells down. Everyone, I had skipped going to dinner, and apparently he had too. And he heard me. And the next morning when we were going to showers, he said, "Hey, young blood, come here." And he goes, "I heard you last night, and God heard you. But I'm here to tell you, I heard you ask him for faith. Don't you know that's the only thing you can't pray for? If he has to give it to you, son, it's not faith."
Oh. Yeah.
And it changed everything. And long story short, every single thing, I got off a coaching call tonight with the guy that I met in there that went in when he was 16 years old. And when I met him, he'd been in for 27 years already. Thought he was never leaving. And God told me to tell him that he would. And he's home and thriving, coaches with me, is one of the most prolific speakers I've ever met. And we were talking about it tonight. Right before this thing, I had to go and put some Visine in because it was such a breakthrough when he read his first piece to me tonight. He's gonna bring it to our Slam the Hammer Mastermind and present it this coming Saturday. So he ran it through me, and I emotionally was just torn. It was so beautiful, so real. And I said, you know, it's these moments where I'll never forget. Every time it happens, I feel like I need to lay flat, prostrate on the ground, because I'm not worthy to be watching what you're doing with people, and that I get to be a part of it. I just cannot believe sometimes, because I believed for so long that I had nothing to give, to offer, no purpose, that people, you know, things that were happening. I was given away at 7 days old. I didn't even know it until 11 years later when she drops dead, and the state shows up less than 24 hours after we buried her, and they tell me, your name is not Larry Dixon, your name is Loren Harris, and here's a trash bag, you got 20 minutes, whatever you can put in here can come with us.
Oh.
Well, you know what, it didn't feel like much other than back then. But again, don't forget, I just told you I'd go back and live every one of those moments over 1,000 times for 5 minutes of what we have right now. You know, Eric, there are no mistakes. There are no mistakes. And every single day, you know, people, I just want you to know, when you're out there and you're doing things and you're, you know, followers, and you know what God told me January 3rd this year in my driveway. He said to me, Loren, he goes, you know, Gold Cast is out of the way. you just signed, I had just signed my thing to do a master class. And he said, you know what? Relax. Remember that old show, The Love Boat? And I said, yeah. He goes, you are Captain Stubbe. Your only mission, your only task is to keep the love boat ready to sail at any moment. Keep the cabins pristine, keep the kitchens stocked. Be ready to greet the people as they board. I, who am greater than, I'm Julie McCoy. Leave the booking of all your passengers to me. And, you know, one thing that is so, so wonderful, I want everyone to understand this. When you have one person in your world that leans in and listens to you and tells you, I want to thank you for what you've just done to me, how you poured into me, and I receive it. When you've been granted access into one mind, one heart, you've been granted access into one soul, which means you have been granted access to all of them in the world. Because the God that I serve, the greater than that I know, doesn't pick and choose and think that one of us is more or less deserving of than the next. And so it's a huge responsibility. Many are called, few are chosen, but you'd be shocked if you saw and realized how many that are chosen refuse to choose in return. The same, so many refused to say, I'm sorry. And, you know, I pulled some things off my wall of purpose for your show. Never done that before.
Oh,
Those are the things, everything back here and in the walls, on the walls in this house, all of them started over there on a post-it note on the wall of purpose. I keep them because that's the future. They haven't worked their way into flow yet outside of that wall, but they will, just like these are right now. These are the past, and I position myself every day right in between because I am in the now. So I went over, and I remember God just told me this, not just maybe 26 hours ago. He told me, Loren, don't forget, you don't have to change the world. You just have to be willing to change someone's world. And
wow.
you know, those downloads are like the best of everything. When you find yourself stuck many times in a 24-hour period, stumbling for words to express what something truly means and feels to you, I quit trying. And I just basically tell people this. There are some things that they just haven't created words for yet. It's what I believe for people that believe in something greater than, when they say anything that surpasses understanding. That's what you get to experience with purpose. Because if you do it long enough, consistently enough, and you live long enough with purpose on one side, passion on the other, and you stand directly in the middle, painting that yellow line of patience, every opportunity, before you step over that threshold, you acknowledge something greater than you, from top to bottom, bottom to top, side to side, side to side, corner to corner, corner to corner. It is guaranteed that it will walk before you.
You know, it's funny, Loren, you may not know this, but you have your purpose segment, or you know, you've said purpose like probably 10 times during the show. And I actually have a segment I usually do. I should have actually set it up for this show. I might still do it because I can do it. It's my show. Do whatever I want. But I have a thing called Pitch Your Purpose, where eZWay members can actually join the show, have fun, and they get their chance to be on our eZWay stage, which is a pretty fairly large stage. That, you know, we've had some pretty decent people involved with our network, and we reach 200 million something homes. And in certain cases, we've been known to reach that. We get an average of 70 million. So being on the stage is powerful, but we want everybody to pitch their purpose and then let the fans actually decide which purpose they felt the most. And then we take that person and put like a $50,000 campaign behind them to help them with that purpose that they pitched. I think that we should put my pitch your purpose and your purpose situation together in a mastermind. I don't know. God's just telling me that we need to synergize a little more, you know?
I hear you. Look, anything that helps provide a stage for someone else, I'm all for. I'm all for.
So speaking of stages, let me get into a little bit of your background because people may not know. I think you were behind or involved with the next big impactor or something like that, and so you've done some pretty large stages. You produced some pretty big things, and you've opened up some pretty big opportunities for people. Talk about some of the producing situations you've done.
Power of We Symposium was the first. Well, no, actually, that was the second one. My first one, I will leave the names out to protect the not so innocent. But the first one, it was after my 100th paid gig was out west, San Diego. And it was the first time I'd ever shared the stage with other speakers. And I met some people there, but I met some marketers, and nothing against marketers. But anyway, I bonded with another person. We did a thing in Las Vegas. And when I was leaving, I just did not like what I was hearing from some of the people that were on these stages that my name was on. The way they were, I'm just keeping it real because I feel like this. If you, I don't have to say your name, but don't think you can put a gag order on the truth. I never apologize for the truth ever. If you don't want people to know about it, don't do it. So they were just saying, like, oh, don't talk to that person. They don't have any money, because they were all selling stuff. I don't sell stuff with my message. I don't do it. And so when we were on the plane, my husband Brian and I, and we were sitting on the plane, and I said, honey, I'm going underneath my headphones, and I'll be coming out after I have a talk with God, because I need a spiritual mouth of Listerine, some spiritual Listerine in my mouth right now to get this nasty taste out. And so by the time we landed back in Chicago at O'Hare, he had given it to me, and I took him out and said, honey, he gave it to me. He goes, what is it? I said, it's the Power of We Symposium. And it is going to be a platform to bring inner city kids in to meet powerful speakers and influencers from around the world and spend a day with them. Not in some Marriott courtyard, but in mansions and places where they believe they would never have access to. And when they get in there, after they walk the red carpet and the paparazzi and they watch us, I leave them on the street. He showed all of it to me. Just like Willy Wonka with the kids out there looking at they watched us all the speakers, paparazzi, and we're on the red carpet waving. Then we went out there, joined them on the sidewalk, and we said, what'd you think you just saw? Ooh, a bunch of stars. No, let me tell you what you saw. You saw older versions of you. If you walk down, when you walk down that red carpet and go into the Stan Mansion, if you keep your heart, your eyes, your ears, and your mind open today, if you're willing to have conversation and provide some, because we are here to listen more than we're here to talk, I guarantee you, you will not walk out of here a stargazer. You're going to walk out of here a trailblazer. It wasn't even the second one we did. A year later, and the United Nations gave us an award, the Jim Award, for the Power of We Symposium. MTV was at our one in Atlanta 1 year after this one, that first one, because one of my kids was filming The Real World at the time. And one thing just leads to another. I don't go, again, no PR companies. I didn't hire anybody. I just, people are there. I learned that from listening to Tony Robbins about how the law of attraction and how you use the people. People want to be a part of something greater than themselves. This is a modern day stone soup experience, this life. I don't care what you have. You can just have the pod that the peas were in. Bring it. I'll turn that baby into a garnish. You have a seat at this table. But if you sit at this table, don't get it twisted. You are not allowed to ever forget who built that table. Because I ain't trying to lose my seat. Plain and simple, right? So that's it. And then the next impactor came because I was watching, what was it? I saw an ad for that show, The Masked Singer. And I was like, wait a minute. Those are already established celebrities coming out there in some furry thing. People trying to guess who it is. What in the world? I said, okay, that's enough. We're too desperate. If they're that desperate, why isn't there a show like that, American Idol, America's Got Talent, all that, for people doing what we're doing to get their platforms out there? And so the next impactor was born. And we had 800 and some people upload 1-minute videos, and selection team whittled it down. 5 great impactors: Jason Cisneros, Todd Special, Melissa Hall, Vicky Omafalaji, and Cheryl Snap Connor, all agreed to take on 10 people each for 6 months. And then they cut them in halfway through, all the way down to 25, the top 25 coming to Chicago for the finale at the Stan Mansion, where Tamara Hunter was awarded the very first Next Impactor. And people's lives have changed from it. And my life has changed from it. We're going to be doing it again soon, next year. And it's just those things. It's like this, Eric. I don't sit down. Don't give me credit. Don't think, ooh, how's he do all this? I've had 5 things now that it were never in this world, nothing like it, until it came. Now I'm gonna tell you something. People think they make a big deal out of that, but I tell them don't get it twisted, because just like on my intention pen, it says right there, I want this is to remind me, because I don't have any room for ego, for real. My head's already big enough, just naturally. So from this big old head, so through me, not from me. So I don't come up with anything. I allow myself to be the conduit. I am the whistle stop. All this comes through me, comes through us on its way to the world. I want my soul DNA on it. I don't want my fingerprints on it. I want my soul DNA on it, because that's what'll make the door big enough for generations to come through and sit down and read every volume of this library that I'm writing right now. What happened to you? Oh, you're muted. Oh, I got to tell you were muted, like on one of the commercials.
You could have fun with that one. But engineer, go ahead and put that in there. The soul DNA.
Yeah,
I love that. I want your soul DNA.
That's the theme of my show this year. Show me your soul, and I'll show you mine.
Oh, interesting. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I consider myself an earth angel. I don't know if you know my story. We don't have enough time for my story, but a lot of
you're going to tell it on my show.
Yeah. No, I'll be on your show, so I'll tell it on your show. So I will save that, guys. Make sure
Friday,
you check
April 16th.
Friday, April 16th. I'll be on Loren.
Mark your calendar.
Loren show.
Turn the tables on Eric Zuley.
Watch out. Eric's going to be in the Loren hot seat. Watch out.
I can't wait though.
I'm looking forward to it. I think that a lot of your community definitely needs to link up with our eZWay family, and we can make some real big impacts together. And like I always say, I mean, people ask me what I do, Loren, and I say I make God smile. I work for Him. That's what I do.
And that's something you better be able to stand behind when that comes out of your mouth, because God is too misrepresented. You know that. So I love it. I love it. You talk about putting it out front on Front Street. There you go.
Yep. And you know, when I'm told to not do it, I do it that much louder. All right, guys. So this has been awesome. Don't go anywhere, Loren. We're going to go to a commercial break. And when we come back, we're going to have you help us spin what we call the Easy Talk Live Wheel of Opportunity. And so the fans love this part, guys. So this is where you get free marketing. You get access to people like Loren and Alec Stern, and you get to win some really cool stuff to help you advance your business and do it the easy way. So hopefully you've enjoyed the show, guys. Don't forget to press the share button. And if you do have any other questions for Loren, you'll have one more opportunity to post your comments and ask him a question after our commercial break. So I'm Eric Zuley here on Easy Talk Live, and don't go away, because next week, man. Well, I'll tell you at the end of the show, but next week we got a A-lister from Karate Kid, and we'll tell you about what's going on very soon. Keep doing it the eZWay. We'll be right back.
Easy Talk Live airs every Tuesday at 4 p.m. PST. Past celebrity guests include Andy McPhee, Anthony Anderson, Carl Weathers, Forbes Riley, Kevin Sorbo, Donna Loken, and Quentin Aaron from The Blind Side. Join us for conversations with celebrity guests on Easy Talk Live.
Thanks for watching eZWay Network, your network that helps you connect with the best. With over 40 TV shows, 7 networks, and 20 channels. Visit eZWayNetwork.com to learn more.
The BrainTap is a unique headset that combines light and sound frequencies with guided meditations. Dr. Patrick Porter, inventor of BrainTap and member of our faculty, has created 20 to 30-minute course reviews for many of our courses. Before starting a course or at any point before taking the exam, you can put on your BrainTap, close your eyes, and begin your course review. Brain tapping guides your mind from an awake reactionary mind into an intuitive creative state, then to a place where super learning and healing can occur, with the outcome being a heightened state of consciousness with crystal clear focus. Relax with scientifically proven techniques that create a symphony of brainwave activity, a feeling of calm focus that's just right for learning and productivity. Each session is designed with brainwave balance in mind. Some audio sessions have dual voice processing, which means you may hear two voices speaking at the same time. This technique is used for inspiring left and right brain balance.
Like what you heard, call 424-209-9290 or text BRAIN to 55678.
Hello, my name is Coach Tina Ramsey. I am the founder of Epic Business Leaders Magazine and Epic Business Leaders Facebook group. And I'm also the executive producer and host of the Tina Ramsey Show and podcast, which is powered by the eZWay Network. So I want to tell you about my experience being a part of the eZWay network, having my TV show on there, and also by being an active member on the eZWay Wall of Fame, both of which has totally expedited my growth, increased my clientele over 100%, and it has also given me the access to some amazing elite individuals and celebrities that are now reaching out to me to be a featured guest on my television show and podcast, and also asking to be a part of my group. The eZWay Wall of Fame and also being a part of the eZWay Network, it provides the coaching, the branding, and everything that you need to be successful on broadcasting. I love how it has the family environment and how it creates the environment for you to win. Since I have been doing it the eZWay, my television show, podcast, and Facebook group are all now monetized. And within 3 months, I have made 5 figures. Yes, 5 figures from doing what I love from the comfort of my home, just spotlighting amazing entrepreneurs from all over the world. So Eric, thank you so much for creating the amazing eZWay Wall of Fame and also providing a platform for business owners like myself to put our television show on your network, which is reaching over 60 million people worldwide on Roku, Amazon Fire TV, and also Apple TV, which helps us be able to share our mission and purpose with the world. Thank you so much, Eric Zuley, for what you're doing. Talk to you later.
This episode of Easy Talk Live is brought to you by Eggs and Nesta. Get out of that fight or flight mode. Brain tap into your brain. And KTA Interactive Media. Get your brand on. And let's not forget newfound gold sponsor, the Dominionaire. You can always find these sponsors and many more by visiting our eZWay Wall of Fame. That's eZWayWallOfFame.com.
All right, guys, for you to be able to ask your random questions one last time to Loren Michael Harris, if you guys want to get any more of his expertise. And as you are doing that, we're going to be preparing for the eZWay, Easy Talk Live Wheel of Opportunity. I noticed you got one behind you too there, Loren.
I do.
We got a wheel of opportunity for you guys that's going to give you guys free marketing, free support from our experts. It's a lot of fun. So here's how we do this to make sure it's very fair. Well, before I get into the wheel, this is your last chance to ask you guys this question to Loren.
It's time for random questions.
So guys, start posting your comments, start asking your questions, because Loren will be here to answer your questions if you have any comments and whatever it is. So as you guys are doing that, so Loren, I know that you are a fan of my dad, so we brought my dad in to do the wheel for you.
I was peeking. I was like, is that a stage hand or is that really his? Gosh, you look even better.
No, thank you, but your nose is growing.
No, it isn't. Wow, good to see you.
Well, Loren, you're amazing. It came from the heart when I was listening to you. I love it. And I want to talk to you more about the foster situation.
Thank you so much.
We have you on our show. I know you're a little bit young, but we could still bring you on the Baby Boomer show.
I'm not that young, but I'll take it. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, let's spin the wheel.
Okay. All right, so guys, again, your questions are we're ready for your questions if you have any. But also, what we're going to do now is we're going to help you guys get your opportunity to get so first and foremost, let me talk about the value of what this is. Our bare minimum campaign is $30,000. This right here is $30,000. We're giving away $30,000 in value, but we don't actually give $30,000. We give pieces of $30,000. Okay, so you have your chance to get on a speaking stage. Maybe that'll be one of Loren's. Maybe it'll be one of ours. I don't know, but you get to be on a stage of some sort that's going to be very valuable for you guys. You get a podcast interview on any one of our 40 shows. You get airtime on television to over 70 million homes. You get points on the Wall of Fame if you have your account on the Wall of Fame. You get a blog post, consulting, magazine, interviews, your logo reveal. We do editing. We do all this really great stuff for you guys, okay? Everything is valued at bare minimum $1,000 or more. So if you win, you get $1,000 in value or more. And also, we talked, Loren, about some giveaways that you wanted to add to the wheel. We already have Alec Stern and what he's going to do. So what are you going to add to the wheel if they win? We have 2 special stickers. We're going to be putting it on here.
No problem. That's a no-brainer. My car note, one of the mortgages, and okay, I'm kidding. I would love to bless somebody with an hour of coaching on, and trust me, we can do a lot in an hour on anyone who is looking to get to that place where they can pull from within that message, that story that will serve them well, no matter where they go and for how long they're taking to get there or whatever. It will serve you well throughout your journey. That's a promise. So.
Well, there it is. So you guys can win a consulting session that's worth, how much do you normally charge for a consulting session?
$500 an hour for my coaching.
So you get an hour. That's a $500 value that he's giving you guys if you win on the wheel today. So, Loren, I'm going to send you a text right now to make sure that this is fair, because the way that we choose our winners is we allow them to choose a number between 1 and 50. Okay, so I'm going to send you a text and you're going to send me a text, so we know that this is a fair, wheel spin, a fair drawing, whatever you want to call it. And I'm going to tell you my number. So there's my number, and you text me your number. By the way, that's my other phone number. You've graduated to the secret Batcave line. So
I'm looking at your number. Now I text you one.
Now you text me the number that you want from 1 to 50. So 1 is going to be for Alec if you guys want to win Alec, and 1 is going to be for Loren if you want to win Loren, or obviously any of our other giveaways. So we already have people guessing the numbers. So guys, now is where you want to post your comment on what number you want to choose to be able to win one of these amazing gifts, or be with Loren or Alec from 1 to 50. So anywhere from 1 to 50, choose your number, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way to 30, 20, 27, 5, whatever it is. Start commenting your numbers right now. You're going to have about a minute to do it, counting the 10-second lag that we have on the internet here. Did you text me your number, Loren?
I did.
Got it. Okay, I got your number. You got mine. So we have the official numbers. We have people posting their comments. So we have a 23, we have a 33, we have a 9, we have a 26. Guys, keep them going. Keep them coming. Because when my dad, we call him Dad Anna White, like Wheel of Fortune, we call him Dad Anna White. Diane White. So Dad Anna White is going to be spinning the wheel. And we got the guesses in. Hello, eZWay family. I don't know who that is. Facebook user. Thank you. Hello. I love hearing that. So 32, 1, 26, 9, 33, 23. And you guys got another like 30 seconds to put your guess in there. All right. So this is the wheel of opportunity. You guys are going to, and I always offer if you guys share, I always offer, this is my little gift to you guys. I do reach a lot of people, and I deal with some of the biggest people in the industry, biggest celebrities. Being on my show does end up giving you a lot of that boost as being an impactor. You know what I'm thinking, Loren? You do the next impactor, and I do the eZWay, Wall of Fame. We should do like a grand finale, like super prize. Like we'll talk about that behind the scenes, but we'll do like a grand finale super prize together where we can really blow them up. Put the best of both worlds together. The next impact, the eZWay. I don't know. All right. We have the votes in. We have a lot of different voters right now. So here we go, guys. We have 23 from Bradley James, 33 from Sherry McQueen, 9 from Tiffany Denise Bell, 26 from Tom Chester, which I got to give props to a lot of these people, by the way. Bradley James has a show on our network actually called My 10-Minute Stories. He's a veteran. He fights for our veterans. He's an amazing gentleman. Sherry McQueen, I don't know. I'm looking forward to getting to know you, Sherry McQueen. Tiffany has a channel on our network called, and you guys need to connect, by the way, Loren. It's called Unstoppable Courage TV. So She has an amazing channel. Tom Chester is one of our PRs, and we look at him as Mr. Authority. He gets you on NBC, ABC, Fox, CBS, on and on and on. He's a great affiliate partner of ours. Gucci is our CTO. He's our Mr. Technical guy, websites, apps, software development, you name it. I don't know about the Facebook user, but we got a Facebook user here. We got another Facebook user. We got another Facebook user, so a lot of fans we don't know yet. 20 Schroeder, we got 25. Okay. All right. I think we got all the votes in. And Ian C. Glover, 22. Got it. All right. So we got all your votes in, guys. So we're going to go ahead and let Loren do the countdown. He's going to say 3, 2, 1. And this first spin is going to be for Alex Stern. I'm going to go ahead and put it right there.
All right.
And if you guys win right here, you do get Alex Stern's giveaway, as you guys saw earlier. Okay, so Dan White is going to go ahead and spin the wheel. Lauren's going to give us a countdown. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, Loren. I guess that means spin.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, stage time. I think that's one of the biggest ones in the wheel, stage time. So we're going to have to talk, Loren. We're going to have to put something awesome together for the winner of this one. Again, they did their number. So whoever got closest to 1 through 50, one stage time between me and Loren. We'll talk about what we'll be able to do for you guys. This is an unbelievable,
good,
powerful move. So stage time is a big one. So congratulations to the winner.
Oh, well, they can come on bathroom moments too.
Oh, and you can come on bathroom moments too. So you tell them a little bit about your show really quick, so they understand what that means.
Sure, my show is Bathrobe Moments, and it's 5th year. And a year for me is 11 and a half months out of the year at 5 days a week, and it's Monday through Friday at 8 a.m. Central. And it is a platform for people with small voices, to do big things. And you might see the White House chef there on one day and someone telling their story for the very first time the next day. It's just a place where we are vulnerable and we're there knee to knee, eye to eye, heart to heart, soul to soul.
Well, there you go. So then the winner of the next spin, because, well, I mean, you can do this spin too. It's up to you, but you guys will be able to get on Lauren's show. That's pretty big. Bathrobe. It's called Bathrobe Moments.
Bathrobe Moments. I'm in my bathrobe every day. Or one of them. I have quite a few by now. So
does that mean I have to be in my bathrobe when I'm on your show?
No, we did that the first few years, but now just let people do what they want to do.
Do what they want to do. Just do them. Okay, cool.
I'm always
all right. All right. So the first one is going to be my number, and I text my number to Loren so you guys know that this is very fair. Mm-hmm. So we have whoever the Facebook user number 8 is. I believe that was the closest. Am I correct?
To number 7. Yeah,
that's what I text you. Okay, so whoever number 8 is, and number 8 Facebook user, you won. Congratulations. Do me a favor and put your name and where you're from. And make sure that you this is really important, by the way, too, guys, because I've had some people contact me and go, I didn't get my prize. Man, you didn't email us. We don't know who the heck you are. Okay, so let me just remind you guys, email us at easytalklive@gmail.com. Okay, if you want to claim your prize, you have to email us at easytalklive@gmail.com. If you don't do that, you're not going to be able to claim your prize because we don't know how to follow up with you. So email us at easytalklive@gmail.com. Make sure that you guys do that, please. So congratulations. Everybody say congratulations. Woohoo. Right. Who won who was number 8? Who chose number 8? Who was Facebook user number 8? That was Sophia won. Hey, congratulations, Sophia. Sophia's actually our program director for our network. Wow. I did congratulations. And she is such a woman of God. You two definitely need to meet. So I love it. So, and I love how everybody's saying congratulations and they're proud, even though they didn't win. They're happy for another person.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's pretty cool. All right, so the next spin is going to be for Loren, and he has given away a chance to be on a show. You guys, me and him will collaborate. We'll do something spectacular, or you guys will win an awesome eZWay opportunity. Hopefully 8 doesn't claim it. I am the next in line. LOL, says Tiffany. I love it. All right, so we're going to go have Loren do a countdown, 3, 2, 1, and then Diana White is going to spin our wheel. So we got the number. You text me your number, so this one is Lauren's number. So guys, actually wait, we gotta let them vote again.
Oh, they gotta vote again.
If you guys want to change your number or anything, this is your last chance to do it. Or if you want to stick with your number, then we're just going to stick with your number. So if anybody comments their number, then we'll change it. If not, we're going to stick with your number. So we're going to do the countdown here. Loren, go ahead and give us a 3, 2, 1. Diana White, spin that wheel.
1, 2, 1. Oh.
Magazine ad. So our new magazine is coming out with Alec Stern on the cover. So that means that you guys are going to get I believe it's an $850 valued ad in our magazine, half-page ad, and you guys do nothing. We will make sure that the ad is in the magazine, and we do get about 10,000 subscribers to eZWay magazine, so that is pretty valuable. But I'm feeling pretty generous, Loren. What do you think? You think we should also bring him on your show? Let him do it
for sure.
So there you go. So the winner of this next spin is going to be able to get on Loren's show. We'll maybe give you a little feature on my show. We'll take care of you guys. But you guys did win a magazine ad. That is pretty. In fact, let me show you guys the magazine so you guys have an idea what you did just win. It is pretty powerful. Okay, the magazine has been around for over 6 years. I want to say 5-6 years, something like that. I lost track. This is Easy Talk Live. If you go to eZWayMagazine.com, this is our magazine. It is a pretty nice magazine. We've had some multiple issues. We've had Frank Shankwitz, the former creator of the Make-A-Wish Foundation. God rest his soul. Sharon Lecter, co-author Richard Portad on the cover. The star of Terminator 3, Kristanna Loken on the cover. Brian White, big actor star, a major tax attorney, and many, many others, but I'm not going to go into all of them. So as you guys can see, it's a pretty decent magazine. So congratulations for winning that. So we are going to look at the number, and Loren sent me his number. Let's go ahead, Loren, and check out who won.
Okay.
All right. The closest one looks like it's a choice between. No, I think the closest one.
I know who it is.
I think the closest one was Sherry.
Sherry McQueen.
Yep. Congratulations.
I knew it when I saw 33 because she's a super fan from my show. That's why you don't know her. She's here. And she knows that my angel number is 444. So she should have known that I was going to pick 44. Right. So that's funny. Yay.
Well, congratulations, Sherry.
She's always winning on my wheel, too. She's won twice. I've had to send stuff to her.
Oh, really?
She's lucky. She is. She's blessed.
Well, everybody say congratulations, Sherry. So this was awesome. It's always fun to hang out with you guys. Loren, thank you for being an awesome sport. We'll make sure that you guys know on social media. We'll make sure we'll be posting the winners, and we'll do a recap on the eZWay Wall of Fame. And if you guys are not on the eZWay Wall of Fame, let me go ahead and put this information out there. Loren, we got to get you on the eZWay Wall of Fame, man, because I know our eZWay family wants to connect with you. And you heard what Alex said, and it's just a lot of fun. So go to eZWayWallOfFame.com, guys, and create your account. It is free to do, and connect with some of the best in the business. We have over 600 members. About 92 of them are celebrity, high-level profile experts. So, guys, go to eZWayWallOfFame.com, create your account. And I also forgot to tell you, you got to have an account to win our giveaways and stuff like that, because it's the best way we can actually get a hold of you and follow up. But this has been a lot of fun, Loren. I didn't expect it to be this awesome, but obviously God took it and waved his hand over the show, and I look forward to being on.
He always does.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So I look forward to being on your show, and thank you to all the eZWay family out there. Everybody say goodbye. This is my favorite part where we highlight everybody. Teresa Yang, thank you so much. Appreciate you. Facebook user who I don't know, appreciate you. Gucci, thank you so much, man. Tiffany, Denise Bell, congratulations. Sherry McQueen, pleasure to meet you. Welcome to the eZWay family. Facebook user that says nice. Bradley James, Ian, Saskia, to Tom Chesser, all you guys, and there's so many others. If I missed you guys, I apologize, but I will connect with you and highlight you on the Wall of Fame. So we also have our group, Loren. I hope that you join this. If you're a Facebook user, eZWayFam.com, that is our general main eZWay family group. So if you guys want to follow the movement, if you're enjoying the show, if you want to get more involved, do a little shameless promotion for my book. If you want to get my book, it's called The Influence Effect, featuring Sharon Lecter from Rich Dad Poor Dad and James Dentley, Frank Shankwitz. Amazing stories on how I met them and how we became friends and turned that relationship into relationship equity. And I encourage you guys to go to Easy Talk Live on Facebook, search that, and join that group if you like the show. If you enjoyed the show, we do this every week, 4:00 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It never changes. And we are in Voice America World Talk Radio. iHeartRadio, Spotify, Player FM, and like 300 others. We get picked up by ABC, NBC, Fox, CBS, compliments of Mr. Authority, Tom Chesser, and Authority Presswire. And we're also on Roku TV, Apple TV, Amazon Fire, DirecTV, Philips TVs, and on and on and on. So it's a real fun show. It gets you out there. And we always are looking for people with good stories, God stories, just good content for the show. So if you guys want to be on the show, email easytalklive@gmail.com. We love hearing from you. And you've been an amazing guest, Loren.
Wow.
Thank you for your time. I know that this has been a lot longer than you expected, but we had a blast hanging out with you, man.
Exactly. Thank you so much for having me. It was a joy. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. All right, guys, keep doing it the easy way. We'll catch you guys next week. And by the way, I told you I was going to tell you this special guest who remembers the movie called Karate Kid. It happens to be Karate Kid 3. Remember the guy that was the main bad guy that fought, Daniel LaRusso, the main guy. His name's Sean Kanan, but he was the main character that fights Daniel LaRusso. He's actually the main bad guy in Karate Kid 3. We have Sean Kanan coming on, as well as Christopher Salem, who's an amazing actor.
I know Chris. I love Chris.
Yeah, so we have Christopher Salem and Sean Kanan coming on next week, guys. Do not miss Easy Talk Live. We will catch you guys next week. Thanks so much for hanging out with us. And don't forget, guys, press the share button and keep doing it the easy way. I'm Eric Zuley. We'll catch you guys next week.
Thanks for listening to Easy Talk Live. We've got more fun at eZWay.live. That's letter E, letter Z, WAY.live. Get connected and get exposure on our eZWay Wall of Fame. Visit eZWayWall.com. That's letter E, letter Z, WAY Wall.com. Tune in every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific for another show with Eric E.Z. Zuley on the Voice America Influencers Channel. Have a great week.